Have you ever wondered what it's like to be the world's richest president? How does one man accumulate such vast wealth and power, and what does he do with it all? Well, buckle up, because we're about to take a wild ride through a day in the life of none other than Vladimir Putin, the enigmatic and controversial leader of Russia. From his sprawling palaces and luxury yachts to his collection of rare watches and fine art, Putin's opulent lifestyle has long been a source of fascination and concern for observers around the world. But behind the glitz and glamour lies a complex web of political intrigue, economic power, and personal ambition that has shaped the course of Russian history for more than 2 decades. Get ready for a journey into the heart of power, luxury, and ambition, as we explore a day in the life of one of the most fascinating and polarizing figures of our time. Early education and formative years. Vladimir Putin's childhood unfolded in the shadows of post-war Leningrad, a city scarred by the devastation of World War II. Born in 1952 to a working-class family, Putin's early years were marked by the hardships and privations of Soviet life. His father, a factory worker, and his mother, a homemaker, instilled in young Vladimir a strong sense of patriotism and a deep respect for the Soviet state. Despite the challenges of the time, Putin excelled in his academic pursuits, showing a particular aptitude for language and history. He attended primary school number 193 in Leningrad, where he was known as a serious and disciplined student. Outside of the classroom, Putin discovered a passion for sports, particularly martial arts. He began studying judo at the age of 11, a discipline that would shape his physical and mental development, and later become a defining feature of his public image. As Putin came of age in the 1960s and 70s, he was deeply influenced by the Cold War tensions that defined the era. The ideological battle between the Soviet Union and the West, and the high-stakes world of international espionage, captured his imagination. He dreamed of serving his country as a member of the KGB, the Soviet Union's notorious intelligence agency. Putin's formative years were also marked by the close-knit nature of Soviet society, where personal relationships and loyalty were paramount. Growing up in a communal apartment, Putin learned the importance of building and maintaining strong social bonds, a skill that would serve him well throughout his political career. By the time he graduated from high school in 1970, Vladimir Putin had developed into a driven, disciplined young man with a clear sense of purpose. His early experiences had shaped his worldview and set him on a path that would ultimately lead to the highest echelons of Russian power. KGB career and rise in politics. After completing his law degree at Leningrad State University, Vladimir Putin realized his childhood dream of joining the KGB in 1975. His early years in the Soviet intelligence agency were marked by intensive training and a series of low-level assignments in his hometown of Leningrad. In 1985, Putin was selected for a coveted posting in East Germany, where he served as a field officer in Dresden. His time in East Germany coincided with a period of heightened Cold War tensions, as the Soviet Union grappled with growing dissent and economic stagnation. Putin's experiences in Dresden, where he witnessed the collapse of the Soviet-backed regime and the fall of the Berlin Wall, left a lasting impression on his psyche and his views on the fragility of political power. During his years in the KGB, Putin honed his skills in intelligence gathering, surveillance, and political maneuvering. He learned to navigate the complex web of Soviet bureaucracy and to cultivate a network of loyal allies and informants. These skills would later prove invaluable as he made the transition from intelligence officer to political leader. As the Soviet Union crumbled in the early 1990s, Putin found himself at a crossroads. He resigned from the KGB in 1991 and returned to Leningrad, where he took a position in the local government under his former law professor Anatoly Sobchak. As Sobchak's deputy mayor, Putin quickly made a name for himself as a shrewd and effective administrator, overseeing a range of key portfolios, including foreign investment and trade. Putin's rise through the political ranks in St. Petersburg caught the attention of President Boris Yeltsin's administration in Moscow. In 1999, Yeltsin appointed Putin as acting prime minister, a move that stunned Russian political observers. Just a few months later, Yeltsin unexpectedly resigned and named Putin as his successor. setting the stage for a remarkable 20-year reign at the helm of Russian politics. Car collection. One of the most striking symbols of Vladimir Putin's personal wealth and power is his extensive collection of luxury vehicles. Over the years, the Russian president has been associated with a wide range of high-end cars, from sleek sports cars to armored limousines, each a testament to his status and influence as one of the world's most powerful leaders. Perhaps the most famous of Putin's cars is his custom-built Urus Senat limousine. Developed as part of a Russian government project to create a domestic alternative to foreign luxury cars, the Senat is a heavily armored vehicle designed to protect the president from a range of threats, from bullets to bombs. The car features a range of advanced security features, including reinforced steel doors, bullet-resistant windows, and a sealed air filtration system to protect against chemical attacks. But the Senat is just one of many high-end vehicles in Putin's collection. Over the years, he has been spotted driving a range of luxury cars, including a Mercedes-Benz S600 Guard Pullman, a BMW 7 Series, and a Range Rover. He has also been known to favor classic Soviet-era cars, such as the Gaz-21 Volga and the ZIL 41047, which have been meticulously restored and upgraded to modern standards. In addition to his personal cars, Putin also has access to a fleet of government vehicles, including a number of armored limousines and SUVs. These vehicles are designed to provide the president with maximum protection and comfort while on official business, and are often accompanied by a large security detail and police escort. But Putin's car collection is not just a matter of personal indulgence or practical necessity. In many ways, it is also a symbol of his political power and influence, both within Russia and on the global stage. By surrounding himself with the trappings of wealth and success, Putin projects an image of strength and authority, reinforcing his status as a leader to be reckoned with. Yacht collection. In addition to his impressive car collection, Vladimir Putin is also known for his love of luxury yachts. Over the years, the Russian president has been linked to a number of high-end vessels, each a testament to his wealth, power, and influence as one of the world's most prominent leaders. Perhaps the most famous of Putin's yachts is the Graceful, a stunning 82-meter superyacht built by the German shipyard Blohm plus Voss. Delivered in 2014, the Graceful is a masterpiece of naval engineering and design, featuring a sleek, streamlined hull, expansive deck spaces, and a range of luxurious amenities, from a swimming pool and spa to a cinema and helipad. But the Graceful is just one of many yachts associated with Putin over the years. In 2005, he was linked to the purchase of the 57-meter Olympia, a classic yacht built by the Dutch shipyard Feedship in 1982. The Olympia underwent an extensive refit before being delivered to its new owner, with upgrades including a new interior design, state-of-the-art electronics, and a range of recreational facilities, from water sports equipment to a full gymnasium. More recently, Putin has been linked to an even larger and more opulent vessel, the 140-meter Scheherazade. Built by the German shipyard Lürssen, the Scheherazade is one of the world's largest and most luxurious yachts, with accommodation for up to 18 guests and 40 crew members. The yacht features a range of impressive amenities, from a swimming pool and spa to a cinema and helipad, as well as a number of high-tech security features designed to protect its owner and guests. Watch collection. In addition to his impressive collection of cars and yachts, Vladimir Putin is also known for his love of luxury watches. Over the years, the Russian president has been spotted wearing a range of high-end timepieces, each a testament to his wealth, power, and influence as one of the world's most prominent leaders. One of the most famous watches in Putin's collection is the Patek Philippe Perpetual Calendar, a stunning timepiece that features a range of complex functions, from a perpetual calendar to a moon phase indicator. The watch is made from 18-karat gold and is estimated to be worth around $60,000, making it one of the most expensive items in Putin's personal collection. Another notable watch in Putin's collection is the A. Lang & Söhne Turbograph, a rare and highly sought-after timepiece that features a range of complex functions, from a tourbillon to a split-seconds chronograph. The watch is made from platinum and is estimated to be worth around $500,000, making it one of the most valuable items in Putin's personal collection. Air travel and presidential aircraft. As the leader of one of the world's largest and most powerful nations, Vladimir Putin is no stranger to air travel. Over the course of his 2 decades in power, the Russian president has logged countless hours in the skies, traveling to every corner of the globe for diplomatic meetings, international summits, and other official engagements. To accommodate his busy travel schedule, Putin has access to a fleet of presidential aircraft, each designed to provide him with the highest levels of comfort, security, and functionality. The centerpiece of this fleet is the Ilyushin Il-96-300 PU, a modified version of the Il-96 passenger jet that has been specially outfitted to serve as Putin's flying Kremlin. The Il-96-300 PU is a massive aircraft measuring over 55 meters in length and weighing in at more than 270 tons. It is equipped with a range of advanced features, from a secure communication system that allows Putin to stay in touch with his government and military officials, to a spacious interior that includes a private bedroom, bathroom, and office. But the Il-96-300 PU is just one of many aircraft in Putin's presidential fleet. He also has access to a number of smaller jets and helicopters, each designed to meet specific travel needs and requirements. For shorter trips within Russia, Putin often flies on a Tupolev Tu-214 PU, a modified version of the Tu-214 passenger jet that has been outfitted with a range of security and communication features. For international travel, Putin also has access to a number of other aircraft, including a specially modified Airbus A319 and a Boeing 747-400. These jets are equipped with state-of-the-art navigation and communication systems, as well as a range of amenities designed to ensure Putin's comfort and productivity while in the air. But Putin's air travel is not just a matter of practicality or convenience. Like his car and yacht collections, his presidential aircraft are also a symbol of his political power and influence, a tangible manifestation of his status as one of the world's most prominent leaders. For many Russians, the sight of Putin's aircraft arriving in a foreign capital is a source of pride and admiration, a sign of their country's resurgence on the global stage. They see his air travel as a symbol of Russia's strength and influence, a testament to the success of Putin's leadership in restoring the country's place in the world. Travel habits and destinations. As one of the world's most powerful and influential leaders, Vladimir Putin is no stranger to international travel. Over the course of his 2 decades in power, the Russian president has visited dozens of countries around the globe, from close allies like China and Belarus to more distant partners like Australia and South Africa. Putin's travel habits are a reflection of his political priorities and his vision for Russia's place in the world. He has made a point of cultivating close ties with other authoritarian leaders, particularly those who share his skepticism of Western values and institutions. This has included regular summits with Chinese President Xi Jinping, as well as meetings with leaders like Turkey's Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Syria's Bashar al-Assad. At the same time, Putin has also sought to project Russian influence and power on the global stage, using his travel as a way to showcase his country's resurgence and assert its interests in key regions and issues. This has included high-profile trips to international events like the Olympics and the World Cup, as well as visits to strategically important countries like India and Iran. One of the most notable aspects of Putin's travel is the level of preparation and planning that goes into each trip. Before any foreign visit, Putin's team conducts extensive research on the country and its leaders, gathering intelligence on political dynamics, economic conditions, and cultural sensitivities. This information is used to craft a detailed itinerary and messaging strategy designed to maximize the impact of Putin's presence and advance Russia's interests. On the ground, Putin's visits are highly choreographed affairs, with every detail carefully orchestrated to project an image of strength, confidence, and control. He is typically accompanied by a large entourage of aides, advisors, and security personnel who work to ensure that every aspect of the trip runs smoothly and that Putin is protected from any potential threats. Private residences and vacation retreats. In addition to his official residences in Moscow and St. Petersburg, Vladimir Putin is known to have a number of private residences and vacation retreats scattered across Russia and beyond. These properties, which range from sprawling estates to secluded dakhas, offer a glimpse into the Russian president's personal life and his taste for luxury and grandeur. Perhaps the most famous of Putin's private residences is his Black Sea Palace, a massive estate located near the resort town of Gelendzhik. The property, which covers an area of nearly 17,700 square meters, includes a main house, several guest houses, a private theater, a landing pad for helicopters, and even an underground ice hockey rink. The palace is said to have been built using state funds and is believed to be owned by a close associate of Putin's, though the Kremlin has denied any connection to the property. Another of Putin's well-known retreats is his dacha in the Valdai Hills, a picturesque region located about halfway between Moscow and St. Petersburg. The property, which is known as the Dolgi Borody, Longbeard's estate, covers an area of about 930 hectares and includes a main house, several guest houses, a private lake, and a variety of recreational facilities. Putin is known to spend time at the estate during his summer vacations, fishing, hiking, and enjoying the peaceful surroundings. In addition to these properties, Putin is also believed to have a number of other private residences and vacation retreats, both within Russia and abroad. These include a ski resort in the Caucasus Mountains, a hunting lodge in the Altai region of Siberia, and even a palace in the breakaway region of Abkhazia, which is recognized by Russia but not by most other countries. But Putin's private residences are not just a matter of personal indulgence or relaxation. They are also a reflection of his political power and influence, a tangible manifestation of his wealth and status as one of the world's most prominent leaders. In many cases, these properties have been built or renovated using state funds or the resources of state-owned companies, raising questions about the blurring of lines between Putin's personal and official interests. Others have argued that Putin's love of luxury and grandeur is at odds with his carefully cultivated image as a man of the people, a leader who understands and shares the struggles and aspirations of ordinary Russians. By flaunting his wealth and privilege, they argue, Putin risks alienating himself from the very people he claims to represent. Security and protection. As one of the world's most powerful and controversial leaders, Vladimir Putin is a prime target for a wide range of threats, from political opponents and dissident groups to foreign intelligence agencies and terrorist organizations. To protect himself and his family from these dangers, Putin has built up an extensive security apparatus that is among the most sophisticated and well-resourced in the world. At the heart of Putin's security detail is the Presidential Security Service, PSS, a highly trained and well-equipped force that is responsible for ensuring the safety and well-being of the Russian president and his family. The PSS is made up of several thousand agents, many of whom are former members of the Russian military or intelligence services, and is equipped with the latest weapons, communication systems, and surveillance technology. One of the key elements of Putin's security protocol is the use of multiple layers of protection, with different teams of agents responsible for different aspects of his safety. This includes a close protection team that travels with Putin at all times, as well as an advanced team that scopes out locations and events ahead of his arrival to identify potential threats and vulnerabilities. Putin's security detail is also known for its use of decoy vehicles and body doubles, tactics designed to confuse and mislead potential attackers. During public events and appearances, Putin is often accompanied by several identical limousines, making it difficult for would-be assassins to identify which vehicle he is actually traveling in. Similarly, he is sometimes accompanied by body doubles who are trained to mimic his appearance and mannerisms, further complicating any attempts to target him directly. In addition to these physical security measures, Putin's team also employs a range of technological tools to protect him from digital threats. This includes the use of secure communication systems and encrypted devices, as well as regular sweeps for bugs and other listening devices in his residences and offices. Putin is also known to avoid using the internet and email, relying instead on a system of handwritten notes and face-to-face meetings to communicate with his advisors and staff. But Putin's security is not just a matter of protecting him from physical harm, it is also a reflection of his political power and influence, a tangible manifestation of his status as one of the world's most prominent leaders. By surrounding himself with an army of bodyguards and a wall of secrecy, Putin projects an image of invincibility and control, reinforcing his grip on power and intimidating his opponents. The cost of luxury. Vladimir Putin's lavish lifestyle and extensive collection of luxury assets have long been a subject of fascination and controversy, both within Russia and around the world. From his sprawling palaces and super yachts to his bespoke suits and high-end watches, Putin's possessions are a testament to his immense wealth and power, and a symbol of the extravagance and excess that have come to define his leadership. But the true cost of Putin's luxury goes far beyond the mere monetary value of his assets. For many Russians, the opulence of their leader's lifestyle stands in stark contrast to the daily struggles and hardships faced by ordinary citizens who have seen their living standards stagnate or decline in recent years, even as Putin and his inner circle have grown ever richer and more powerful. This discrepancy has not gone unnoticed by the Russian people, who have increasingly questioned the legitimacy and morality of Putin's rule. In a country where millions of people live in poverty and where basic services like healthcare and education are often underfunded and inadequate, the sight of their leader living like a king has become a source of anger and resentment for many Russians. Moreover, the cost of Putin's luxury is not just a matter of social and economic inequality. It is also a reflection of the deep-seated corruption and cronyism that have come to define the Russian political system under his leadership. Many of Putin's most valuable assets, from his palaces to his yachts, are believed to have been acquired through a web of shell companies and offshore accounts, with the true ownership and source of funding often obscured from public scrutiny. This lack of transparency and accountability has allowed Putin and his inner circle to amass vast fortunes, often at the expense of the Russian state and its citizens. By siphoning off public funds and resources for their own personal gain, Putin and his allies have undermined the very foundations of good governance and the rule of law, eroding trust in public institutions and fueling a sense of cynicism and disillusionment among the Russian people. But the cost of Putin's luxury is not just a domestic issue. It also has important implications for Russia's standing and reputation on the global stage. By flaunting his wealth and extravagance in the face of international criticism and sanctions, Putin has reinforced the image of Russia as a corrupt and authoritarian state, more interested in enriching its leaders than in serving the needs and aspirations of its people. Mansions and palaces. One of the most visible and controversial manifestations of Vladimir Putin's wealth and power is his extensive collection of mansions, palaces, and other luxury properties scattered across Russia and beyond. These lavish estates, which are estimated to be worth billions of dollars, have become potent symbols of the Russian leader's opulent lifestyle and the vast resources at his disposal, and have fueled widespread speculation and criticism about the sources and extent of his personal fortune. Perhaps the most famous of Putin's properties is the so-called Putin's Palace, a sprawling estate located on the Black Sea coast near the resort town of Gelendzhik. The palace, which was first revealed to the public in a 2010 whistleblower report, is said to have been built using state funds and resources, and is believed to be owned by a close associate of Putin's through a complex web of shell companies and offshore accounts. The palace itself is a marvel of luxury and excess, featuring a main residence with over 17,500 square meters of living space, as well as a range of amenities and facilities that would rival those of any world-class resort. These include an amphitheater, a casino, an underground hockey rink, a private church, and even an aqua discotheque with a pole dancing stage. The grounds of the estate are equally impressive, with manicured gardens, a helipad, and a private beach that stretches for hundreds of meters along the Black Sea coast. While the true ownership and purpose of the Gelendzhik Palace remain shrouded in secrecy and controversy, it is just one of many lavish properties associated with Putin and his inner circle. Other notable examples include the Valdai residence, a sprawling lakeside compound in northwestern Russia that features a main house, several guest houses, a private cinema, and a bathhouse complex, and the Igora ski resort, a luxury winter sports destination near St. Petersburg that is reportedly owned by Putin's former son-in-law, Kirill Shamalov. But Putin's property empire extends far beyond the borders of Russia itself. According to various reports and investigations, the Russian leader and his associates also own a range of luxury properties in other countries, including a villa in Spain, a mansion in Switzerland, and even a palace in the breakaway region of Abkhazia, which is claimed by Georgia but supported by Russia. The true extent and value of Putin's property holdings are difficult to determine given the complex and opaque nature of the ownership structures involved. However, conservative estimates suggest that his personal wealth could be in the tens of billions of dollars, much of which is believed to be held in offshore accounts and shell companies controlled by his inner circle. As Putin enters his third decade in power, his mansions and palaces are likely to remain a central feature of his rule and a potent symbol of the vast wealth and influence at his disposal. While the true extent and impact of these properties may never be fully known, their significance cannot be ignored as they continue to shape the contours of Russian politics and society in profound and lasting ways. As such, any effort to understand or engage with Putin's leadership must grapple with the reality of his property empire and the way in which it has come to embody the complex and often contradictory nature of power and wealth in modern Russia. Hotels and resorts. In addition to his vast collection of mansions and palaces, Vladimir Putin is also known to have significant interests in the hotel and resort industry, both within Russia and beyond. These properties, which range from luxury ski resorts to seaside villas and urban high-rises, have become key instruments of Putin's political and economic power and have helped to cement his grip on the country's tourism and hospitality sectors. One of the most prominent examples of Putin's involvement in the hotel industry is the Igora Ski Resort, a luxury winter sports destination located in the Leningrad Oblast region of northwestern Russia. The resort, which features a range of high-end amenities including ski slopes, a spa and a golf course, is reportedly owned by Putin's former son-in-law Kirill Shamalov through a complex web of holding companies and offshore accounts. The Igora Resort has become a popular destination for Russia's elite and has been used to host a range of high-profile events and gatherings, including the wedding of Putin's daughter Katerina Tikhonova in 2013. The resort has also been linked to a number of controversial business deals and political scandals, including the alleged use of state funds and resources to finance its construction and operation. Another notable example of Putin's hotel interests is the Gelendzhik Resort, a sprawling seaside complex located on the Black Sea coast near the city of Gelendzhik. The resort, which includes a range of luxury villas, apartments, and hotels, is believed to be owned by Putin's close associate, the businessman Arkady Rotenberg, through a network of shell companies and offshore trusts. The Gelendzhik Resort has been at the center of a number of high-profile controversies in recent years, including allegations of corruption and money laundering involving Russian state-owned banks and construction firms. The resort has also been linked to the so-called Panama Papers scandal, which exposed the use of offshore accounts and shell companies by wealthy individuals and public officials around the world. Luxury goods and collections. Among the many trappings of Vladimir Putin's vast personal wealth and power are his extensive collections of luxury goods and rare items ranging from fine art and antiques to designer fashion and accessories. These collections, which are estimated to be worth millions of dollars, have become potent symbols of Putin's opulent lifestyle and the vast resources at his disposal, and have fueled widespread speculation and criticism about the sources and extent of his personal fortune. One of the most notable examples of Putin's luxury collections is his rumored assortment of fine art and antiques, which is believed to include works by some of the most renowned Russian and European masters. According to various reports and investigations, Putin's art collection includes paintings by the likes of Ivan Ayvazovsky, a 19th-century Russian painter known for his seascapes, as well as works by Western artists such as Pablo Picasso and Henri Matisse. Putin is also rumored to have a significant collection of rare and valuable antiques, including ancient Greek and Byzantine artifacts, as well as a range of historical objects and memorabilia from Russia's imperial past. These items, which are believed to be housed in Putin's various residences and properties around the world, are seen by many as a reflection of his deep interest in Russian history and culture, as well as his desire to project an image of sophistication and refinement. Another notable example of Putin's luxury collections is his extensive assortment of high-end watches, which is estimated to be worth millions of dollars. Putin is known to have a particular fondness for timepieces by the Swiss luxury brand Patek Philippe, and has been photographed wearing several of the company's most exclusive and expensive models, including the Patek Philippe Perpetual Calendar and the Patek Philippe Calatrava. Putin's watch collection also includes pieces by other top luxury brands such as A. Lange and Sauna, Breguet and Blancpain, many of which are valued at hundreds of thousands of dollars each. These watches, which are often customized with precious metals and rare materials, are seen by many as a symbol of Putin's wealth and status, as well as his appreciation for fine craftsmanship and design. Putin is also rumored to have a significant collection of luxury vehicles, including a range of high-end cars and motorcycles by brands such as Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, and Harley-Davidson. These vehicles, which are often customized with advanced security features and bespoke interiors, are seen by many as a reflection of Putin's love of speed and adventure, as well as his desire to project an image of masculinity and power.